it's me, Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. Today, you can sort of see behind me, it was a mess of Christmas stuff, and today I'm doing my Christmas book haul. Ugh. I got some other stuff, but they're not books, so. I did get a Wonder Woman calendar, though, so I'm excited about that. She's my favorite. Don't know where to put it. Right here. I'm really excited about this one. It's Burning Roses by S.L. Huang. I believe is how you pronounce the last name. And when I first read it, I thought it was Mulan and Sleeping Beauty because of the roses. But it's actually like a Mulan type. That's how, in my head, that's how I'm thinking of it. And a Red Riding Hood. And they're like middle-aged. And they're called back into action. It's not Mulan. It's a Ho Yi, the archer. But in my head, it just went to Mulan. But it's not. But yes, I'm excited about that. It's just a short little book. So, they're just middle-aged and they are tired. But the world needs them. So, back into action they go. I have The Bullet That Missed by Richard Osman. This is the third in the Thursday Murder Club mystery. And a new foe is messing with Elizabeth, and the other three are chasing down clues to help her. I also have Hunted by the Sky by Tan as Batina. I think this is a transgender character. I can't remember. I know it's inspired by medieval India, and this is about ghoul. And she has that birthmark on her arm. And there's a character called Cabas. And I thought this was a transgender one, but I know there is one. I think she's transgender. I'm not sure. I know there was one that was inspired by India and the main character was trans. But I can't remember if it's this one or another one. I'm still going to read this, no matter what, because I love it. I just, yeah. Ghoul is being hunted down, and her and Cabas sort of have to work together, so. And this is a duology. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for all of these, so. Next I have Storm from the East by Joanna Hathaway. This is the second book. I don't know the series name. But I think it's a trilogy. I tried to get the last two books, but it didn't. The other book got sold out. Glass Alliance, that's what it is. It's the Glass Alliance. So, I'm excited. I'm gonna say that a lot. And this is a YA romance historical fiction, according to some of the things, tags. And it's just the continuation of the first one, which is Dark of the West. Next I have Forged in Fire and Stars and Past and Secrets and Shadows. I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm not sure if it's a duology or a trilogy. Nope. Forged in Fire. It is the Loresmith. Okay, there's 3 books, which the last one is Bound by Sword and Spirit. There might be another one after that, but yeah. It's by Andrea Robertson, and it's about Ara and the legend of the Loresmith, hence the title. A blacksmith who served along kings and queens, forging legendary weapons. And Ara looks like to be on the way to becoming a legendary blacksmith herself. So yeah, I like the covers, I like the axes, and I just saw the shadows in the anvil. So yeah. Next we have The Faithless Hawk by Margaret Owen. This one might be a duology. It's The Merciful Crow. Yes, it's just a duology. And it's a continuation. I love a good long series, but I also like a good short duology, so yeah. The Faithless Hawk and The Merciful Crow are also very great titles, so, and I like this person in the crow outfit. I also have Bloodsworn by Scott Reinken, Ash Lord's Book 2, and Ravage the Dark, the sequel to Scavenge the Stars by Tara Sim. And I think I will look it up again. Ravage the Dark. This looks to be a duology. And Ash Lords. And this looks to be a duology. So. I also have The Thousand Eyes by A.K. Larkwood, which, let me check. I don't think this is a duology. I think it's... Oh no, okay. Well, at the moment, there's only 2 books after The Unspoken Name. Because it says it's a stunning epic fantasy series, which is 2 books is a series, I guess. And then I have my nonfiction book, which is Wild Bill, the true story of the first gunfighter, Wild Bill Hickok. Now, my dad and my grandma and my grandpa all loved Westerns, so I like Westerns. I acknowledge that the old ones are very problematic, but when I was at my grandparents', they would watch Westerns all the time. And when I was younger, there was a show called The Young Riders. I think it had 3 seasons, and it was about the Pony Express at first, but then later, not so much. And it had Hickok and Buffalo Bill Cody. Now, Buffalo Bill worked for the Pony Express, but I don't believe Hickok did. But it's fiction anyway. So, and Wild Bill Hickok was played by Josh Brolin. So, I was very interested because I liked Josh Brolin, and I read Wild Bill. I read from a library, I think. So, but that was a while ago, so I'm excited for this. I know how it ends. I am endlessly fascinated about how he died, because he was the first gunslinger, and even in the show The Young Riders they bring it up a lot. He's fast, and people come to challenge him like they would do, and he was very particular. He was a sheriff or a marshal at some time. He was also in Buffalo Bill Cody's Wild West show. But when he went to a place, especially when he got older, a bar or a restaurant, he would always sit like in the back in a corner with his back to the walls. And then when he died, he was in Deadwood. It's on the show Deadwood, by the way. He sits with his back to the door. Like he must have been, I assume he was just tired of it all, and he did it on purpose. That's the only thing I could think. But yes, I'm very excited for this. It's got pictures in there. So yeah, very excited. And I do love a good nonfiction. These aren't books, these are just my Twice CDs, so they look like books though, but they're not. Oh gosh. Okay. I also have Upon the Flight of the Queen and When the Goddess Wakes by Howard Andrew Jones. This is the Ringsworn trilogy. Now, I think even on the first one, I don't know, I might have to reread the first one. It's been a while. I liked it, but I can't remember much. There are dragons, but I don't remember any dragons in the book. So, I should probably reread it. But I do remember there was some shenanigans within the royal court, and the group of people that we were following had found out these shenanigans, and then we're like, oh shit, we're getting blamed for it. So finally I have Upon a Burning Throne, A Dark Queen Rises, and The Blind King's Wrath. These are all part of the Burnt Empire saga by Ashok K. Banker. These are also set in I don't want to say India, but it's like India-like, you know? And I love that. I love finding fantasy books. Okay, there's only 3 of them. But I love finding fantasy books that are set in, like, Indian, or Africa, or Asia, which India is part of Asia, but China, Mongolia, Japan. Oh, I love it. Because because a lot of fantasy is very English, European-based, and mostly, like, England, France, maybe Spain, Germany, Italy. I don't think I've seen any Greek fantasy is usually the gods, but still. I think there's some that are like Russian or Norwegian, Swedish fantasy. But yeah. And these covers. I mean, look at those covers. They're just... I do also enjoy how the first one seems to be the biggest and the last one is the smallest. Usually it's the other way around. So, yeah. But let's see the first one, what it has to say. Demigods and demons walk among mortals. two priests are in line to rule. Oh, princes. Why did I say priests? They're in line to rule, but they might not guarantee it, so they have to pass a test. And then there's rebellion and chaos. Of course there is. So, oh dear. Now I know why it's so big. The text is really tiny. I don't know. The text is really tiny. Okay. Unless that's like a flashback or something. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, it's broken into parts. Okay, yeah. This is gonna be a lot of fun to start. Oh, I like this side as well. Those little, the sword with the snake. I like that. Although it's not on the third one. Sad. Oh well. And I do have, like, this one. It's got that thing right there. I have to find, I think people use Goo Gone. Because I don't want to use a hairdryer on the book. But yeah, I'm going to try to get all that sticky stuff off. But yeah, that's the books that I got for Christmas. I got a cool bookmark, which glows in the dark. I think that's the only other thing book related. Oh no, I got these as well. I forgot about these. I got my, just book box as well, and I opened it, Christmas Eve. I've got, Unclean Spirits, Book 1 of the Black Sun's Daughter by M.L.N. Hanover. Excuse me. This, I believe, is an urban fantasy, which I don't always like, but I am going to try it. And I got a Nora Roberts book, which I believe is also urban fantasy with romance. Because I've been looking at Nora Roberts fantasy books, but I'm always worried they're too romancy, because that's what she's known for outside of J.D. Robb, which my mom loves. Not because of the romance, but because of the mysteries. And those are more science fiction anyway, because it's like set in the future. But yeah, so we'll see how it goes. If I like this, maybe I'll check out some other ones. I just hope I'm not too into romance. I like just a little bit on the side. So now, yeah, that is all the books that I received for Christmas. And now I have to put them up. And I have to put all that up. Oh, that's time for later me. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're staying nice and toasty warm. And yeah. See you next time. Goodbye.